Wake up, goddammit. Hey, welcome to the TajLongino show. Hey, where we educate through entertainment. If you have not done so already, you're not a part of the social media platforms. You need to join me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Snapchat at TajLongino. Now, my guest today, some of some of you know it, you should, some of you may not, but he's a music producer. He's currently producing and directing movies. He's been in this entertainment thing for a very long time. Hit records with Ice Cube. Has more hits coming. He's going to talk about it all right here today. Welcome to the TajLongino show. Music producer, Bigg Von. What's good?
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, though? And our famous Midwest saying, what up, though? Straight out of Detroit, Michigan.
Man, it's been
Say again.
D-Town. That's what's up, man. You know,
Oh yeah,
the
all
last
day.
time we sat down, last time we sat down and talked, we was in the A. You know what I mean? My
Yes, sir.
hometown, A-Town, Atlanta, Georgia.
Yes,
And
sir.
you know, you inspired me. You inspired me in the conversation that we had, and just watching how you move. I knew it was time for us to sit down again and bring the, and let you talk to the people once again about what Bigg Von's got going on right now, movies, music. I'm gonna let you do your thing because they need to understand the impact and the force that Bigg Von is bringing in 2022.
Yes, man. I appreciate you, brother, man. I got to start off, man, with my slogans. Speak what you seek until you see what you said is something that I live by, that I'm pushing. And then you can see I wear it on my hats and on my shirt. I'm moving different because I want different. Old keys cannot unlock new doors. So I manifest this. I wear it on my clothes and I manifest it and say it every day. So I want, things to open up. Wherefore, when I'm manifesting, anybody around me gonna pick that energy up and begin to do the same. But producer, manager, director, actor, model, writer. I've been blessed with many talents. I've been blessed to work with many people in the business. God is continuously opening up doors for me and my team, and I really praise and thank Him for that. I thank you, my brother, for allowing me to be on your platform, and it's just good to be in the land of the living amidst what's going on around the world right now. You know what I'm saying? That's the biggest thing, man. As long as you stay focused, you know what I'm saying, anything can happen for you.
Now let's talk about that for a second because we do know COVID put a strain on the entertainment as a whole, not just rappers, not just singers, but the music. I mean, the movie business as well, the TV business as well. Hollywood's been
Mhm.
majorly affected by COVID. People are getting
Yeah.
paid different now. Production teams have gone from 100 to maybe 20 people.
Oh
You know what
yeah.
I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah.
Things are changing. I interviewed several actors who they got to take COVID tests all day long on the set. They
Oh yeah,
taking
man.
3 or 4 tests a day. Just to
It's
be able to record. So explain how Bigg Von. Go ahead.
it's really precautions and safety. I put a team together from Detroit, Michigan, and took them back to Atlanta, and we started filming my show Demented and also Talk Sanity. None of these guys knew each other. I just felt like God directed me to bring them together. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I did. So we all went back down to the A. You know what I'm saying? We started filming Demented first. Alfonso Settles, um, Dom Shelton, which is my cast and my production crew. Darius Henry is my head camera guy. Um, Sean Gilliam is my director. So during the time of COVID, I said, I want to work, but I want to work safe. So that's why I said I'm gonna bring everybody to me, so that way we can watch each other and be around each other, not be around the public eye or public period while COVID is going on. And it worked out because everybody got along. When you put black people in the room and don't know each other, it's sparks flying. It's stuff going all over the place, but I seen everybody's growth during the 2 weeks they was down there with me, and we just came together, man. And it was a match made, and we like I said, we did Talk Sanity, we worked on Demented, and came back to Detroit, started filming Talk Sanity, and that worked out good. So I just believe, man, when you put things together, it's supposed to happen. When you line it up and allow God to direct it in the right way.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we were
So
limited on
no,
set.
just to finish
We only
off,
had,
just just to to finish that last part off, how were you able to, because COVID shut a lot of people down during that time period, because most people
yeah.
so used to working, and when the work stopped, even for that little bit of time, you saw the impact to a lot of people. Even Gabriel Union was on the show, and she was saying
Mhm.
how COVID, some of her friends in the industry are living check to check as actors and actresses and producers, and I'm like, wow, okay, living check to check, and it's like living check to check as soon as the works, and so how was Big Von and his team able to, survive through COVID and still be able to, because there was millionaires made during COVID. We
Mhm.
know some people went up, some people went down. So
Yeah.
how was Big Von and his team able to maintain during COVID and come out with movies and TV shows and new music?
Um, it's really all, how you move. I move a certain way, and then when my team see me move that way, we all move together. Like I said, I brought everybody together with me, and that kind of, balanced everything out, and then that put that boundary up and that safety net that God have had over us while COVID was lingering around. So it didn't really affect nobody at the time we was working. No one got sick, which is a blessing because, like I said, we all worked for 2 weeks straight. You know what I'm saying? And it was good that we were able to see, everybody's characters and how everybody moved, and during COVID, because a lot of people was finicky and a little worried and fearful of it, but that didn't bother us. We just continued to work, and then I would post little snippets of the work we did on Demented and Toxanity, so that attracted other people in the industry and other people in them that want to come on board and work with us. So they were like, "Man, you guys are working in this COVID." I'm like, "Yeah, but we doing it safely." You know what I'm saying? Like, when we on set,
Mm-hmm.
we're only shooting the people that's on set. We didn't have a bunch of people on set just watching us. Everybody go on set, they like to watch. Like, nah, we were straight working. We would work, take our breaks, go back to work, boom, boom, boom. And God had a covering over us. That's all that was pretty much, because like I said, my team, we all got along. We did a good job, man. I really thank them for helping me with this, because I thought these two concepts up in Atlanta just out the blue. I said, you know what, I want to do a show about domestic violence on the male side of things, and not always showing what on the female side of things getting domesticated, because everybody go through that, what I'm saying, but they're always showing on a
Mm-hmm.
female perspective. They never show it on the male. So I wanted to use that also, 8 different more topics that we don't touch on in our culture, and I called the show Toxanity. While we were filming that, my mind steady racing. I'm still trying to work. So window stopping. I'm sitting there like, okay, my crib looked scary. Like it is, because it's in the woods. It was in Roswell, Georgia. So I had a backyard that was looking all scary. Like you go in the backyard, you think somebody coming out the trees and hanging from the, the trees and everything, because how the look was. And I thought, like, why don't we do some black horror? Why don't we do a black horror show? And I say, you know what? I don't have no makeup artist. I don't got nobody to really put things in motion to make it gory. So I went to Walmart. I caught I caught a work suit, a ski mask, and a machete, and we came up with Demented. Me,
I
Dom
seen that.
Shelton,
I seen
Charlene,
that. Yeah.
and Darius, and we all talked about it, and I said, yo, we're gonna put down, something for for black horror, and just shoot it right then and there at the crib. And that's what we did with the first Demented. Shout out to Alfonso Settles, man. Shout out to Charlene Lust, Dom Shelton, and Darius Henry, who all helped, put that project together. And one thing I do notice is you cannot do things on your own. You got to have a team to back you up on everything that you do in your career. There's a lot of people out there say they did it on their own. I hear that a lot of music too. I'm like, you can't really do things on your own, man, because I done been there. Like I done did it numerous times to where I needed somebody right there to help me build and structure my team, my company, my shows, and all of that. So I had to get out of the format of saying
Mm-hmm.
and me. Now it's about team, team, team. You know what I'm saying? Teamwork makes the dream work. You know what I'm saying? And that's what people got to understand. Like you always got to have a
All
solid team
day.
that believes in your goals and vision.
Now, what inspired the actual concepts of male domestic violence and then the TV show, and also how did you come up with those titles?
Like I said, I really sat back. We was chilling in the A, and I said, toxicity. I just thought about everything that's toxic that people go through in life, and then I thought about the crazy parts that people go through in life, and I said, you know what? It would be good to merge them two together and call it toxicity. So you got toxic and you got sanity. So this could be in relationships, this could be in the workplace, it could be in everyday life, and you just merge all that together. So things that we go through as humans is toxic. You know what I'm saying? And people don't realize that, but like everybody go through a toxic situation in life. So in going through that, I wanted to take what I was seeing and what I had in my head and bring it to light and use my team and cast and bring it to the big screen. So that's how Toxicity came about. Demented, I just started, like I said, we were finished with Toxicity. I said I just wanted to keep working, to keep the team working while they was with me. So I came up with Demented, like, yo, let's start a horror show. And I wanted to be black, black actors, black code about the black culture and horror, because we really don't see that in, what I'm saying, in our culture today. So we came up with Demented, and it was about, just crazy psycho people that just does things that you would never expect. And at certain times of the day, that Demented would come out of them. So at night, you got people that act normal during the day, but at night it crosses over to the Demented side, and that's when it comes out. So that's how I came up with Demented.
I was watching that and it's different because we respond different in them type of moments. And I'm not gonna give it away for the people that's that's watching it. I ain't gonna give it away, but when I was watching it, I said, we don't scream like this, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we grabbing something. We going for something. You got a weapon or a gun somewhere, but I get it. You know what I mean? It's the movies, and it's a movie, it's entertainment. But I'm just like, we just respond different. So I can't wait to see the whole thing. But I did see the snippet, the trailer, and I was like, okay, I see where this is going. I want to check out, because I like horror flicks, so I want to see the entire thing, and I can't wait. And I also, with the male domestic violence, it's interesting, and I don't know anybody else has ever actually touched on this from a film standpoint. So you're probably going to be the first to really touch on males getting abused in relationships and why that's not spoke on more. So kind of like, what can you give us? I know it's not out just yet, but what can you give us a little bit about the movie Toxicity?
Well, the first episode of Toxicity is out on YouTube. And like I said, I really wanted to gravitate on something that we don't touch on in our culture, and that's, male domestic violence. So I wanted to pick people that that would look odd playing a role. So, for example, Alfonso Settles, he about 6'6", you know what I'm saying? And he about 250. He a pretty cut up guy. So if I got a guy that size and then got a woman that's like 5'7" or 5'6", that's gonna look awkward, you know what I'm saying, on camera. So I really wanted to show what happens if the roles is reversed. You know what I'm saying? So and I had a queen call me yesterday, and she finally watched it, and she was like, "Hey brother, you're doing something amazing. And I really appreciate what you're doing, because it never shows that side of domestic violence." And we talked for like an hour and a half on the phone yesterday, and she was just giving me all kind of accolades about the show. And she went on her platform and shared it and everything. And I really appreciate that, because you don't get people that's honest about what you put out, what I'm saying, today on film. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like honesty, and I'm an energy person, so I move off good energy. And when she was explaining it to me, she just kept saying, like, "Ain't nobody did this before. I never seen it on TV where somebody has the roles." So she said, "You got something, Vaughn. Let's just make it better and create more into it." And I sat there and thought, like, man, she's right. You know what I'm saying? So this next one is a part 2 of Toxicity Victimhood, because I'm going to go on background stories of each of the characters and show why they're like this and how they became the way they are. Like Fendi, for example, is crazy. She's a nut bag. You know what I'm saying? And you got a lot of women out there that's like that. You got men out there that's nuts too. But like in her situation, she just wanted to have control over everything. And she wanted to really put that pressure on Jake, you know what I'm saying, to let him know that I control everything. You're going to do what I say. You out of jail, you can't do nothing. I'm reporting your ass. So it was that kind of fear.
Mm,
And by him being that size, yeah, he put a knocked her ass out and threw her in the closet somewhere and shut the door and had her in there. But he was the type of man that, he really wasn't putting his hands on a woman because he just got out. He was
right.
thinking about, if I do that, I'm gonna go to jail. But like, I don't want to get a whole story for everybody that haven't seen Toxanity. The first episode
Right.
is on YouTube. I'm filming this, we're getting ready to film the second one now. We're finishing up the script on that, and it's going to be better than the first. So go ahead and support it, man, because it's something different.
So
And I think, it's going to touch on, male domestic violence.
so is this a movie or is it a series? Drama
Yeah, it's a
series.
series. It's a series. Yep.
Okay, it's a series. Okay, so how many is it gonna? Can you tell me like is it gonna, how many
It's 10.
episodes gonna be? It's gonna be
Yeah,
10.
it's
Okay.
going to be 10 episodes to start, and it's just a part two of the second episode because people wanted to see it. You know what I'm saying? When I did a movie premiere, it sold out. I didn't know it was going to do that. I wasn't trying to make money off of the actual show. I just wanted to draw awareness to it, about male domestic violence. And then when I got to the theater, it was a line wrapped around. We filled up a 110 seater, and I'm like, man, this is something really that's moving. So I think God, I'm not gonna say think. I know He directed me in that lane to just to give up the awareness of that, and just to bring out these roles and cast, these characters that they're portraying in
And,
Toxanity.
I'm glad you're doing this, brother. You know what I mean? Because
Appreciate
women need to know. Yeah, it's y'all not only the only victims.
it. Yeah.
Y'all go upside a man's head with a pot and a skillet.
Oh
You'll throw the
man.
phone. Yeah, you'll embarrass him in public. You'll go on social media and you know what I mean, do you sneak dissing or do you ain't sometimes you ain't sneak dissing. You know what I mean? Like yeah, I'm glad you do. And I can't wait. Yeah, I gotta see this because it's
Yeah.
about time. The tables have turned.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely something, what I'm saying, to watch, what your girlfriend or with your wife, because yeah, it's the roles reversed. And like I said, it's just something that in our culture hasn't been touched on. And that's what the show is about. It's going to be, different things that hasn't been
Mhm.
touched on, and I'm gonna touch on different episodes of Toxanity.
Okay, now what's the other one's the horror flick, correct?
Yep, Demented. And Demented, like I said, it's gonna be, it's
Okay,
gonna
the
be a
man
horror
against the horse.
show.
Okay, I did. Because you got
Yeah,
different type of titles now. Yeah.
yeah. That's why I said like my brain was just going. Like when I get to going, I like to work on multiple things. And some people are not like that. They get frustrated, like, nah, bro, we need to work on this. But if I feel we got a good way of going with that first thing, I'm gonna kind of move over to the second thing and work on that. I'm a good multitasker. That's how I was able and blessed to get the stuff I got behind me because I multitask
Mm.
on a lot of different things. And some people are not blessed, to do that. Me, on the other hand, like I can watch somebody and pick up and learn on it within a matter of an hour just watching them. That's how I learned producing. That's how I learned writing. You know what I'm saying? I just watched people do it. You know what I'm saying? This is not something I went to school for. I didn't go to school, to write any music. I didn't go to school to produce any music. I didn't go to school. Now I did go to school for management. I took up business management and I started my own company. And
Mhm.
that's what, allowed me to go further into the music career. And that was like 23 years ago. You know what I'm saying? I started just right before my daughter was born. My daughter is 22 now.
All right, let's touch on that for a minute because education in the entertainment business is very crucial, and I still think that people um, really don't understand that. Like it still to this day,
Yeah.
even with all the moguls that have gone on interviews and done documentaries about how you need to understand the business, the entertainment business as a whole. No matter if you're in music, if you're doing movies, if you're a producer,
Mhm.
whatever it is, you got to understand the business. So talk about that a little bit. You making the decision to go to school, get your business management degree, so you could
Yeah.
better, so you can understand what it is you're walking into as you was getting prepared to go into the business.
Yeah, like I said, I really, got into it right out of high school, going into college, and I didn't think I was going to be in the music business because I was playing ball. You know what I'm saying? I'm 6'6", and I played, high school and college ball. And right when I was into college, I just switched careers so quick because I was intrigued by the love of hip hop and the love of seeing a lot of the hip hop creators and legends bring what I'm saying, that culture to light. So when I was in college, I took up business management. I took up psychology. I got a degree in both of them. You know what I'm saying? And so that really started me, to start Make It Happen Management. When I started that, that's when I started signed my first producer and my first artist. My first artist was Fu. It was a Spanish cat from Southwest Detroit. Then my second artist was Tone Tone. Tone Tone was a rapper from Detroit, Michigan. Dope kid. I met Tone Tone when he was 14. And when I met him, we was at a it was at an event downtown where it was a talent show. And it was like 20 people at the show, 25 people at the show. And out of those 25 people, he stood out the most. And he was 14 in. So and I'm like, man, this kid really got something. So when I seen that, God had opened my vision a little bit more to work with him. So I started working with Tone Tone, got him his first record on the radio, got it spinning. We got a buzz in Detroit. Then we had some other brothers come in, what I'm saying, Doc and Red from Wide Open. They helped Tone Tone out, what I'm saying. So we got the brother where he needed to be. Then I moved on and signed 2 other producers. Then I learned myself how to produce, what I'm saying, from a Triton. From an MPC, I started working with Hella, he's another known producer out of Detroit.
Oh, I ain't heard.
Yeah, I started working for Symphony, which is another known producer. Symphony is, I managed Symphony. I got pretty much all his placements too. But these brothers actually showed me that there's no limit in music. Like, what I'm saying, you can create anything if you're a creator. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the times I would just sit back and watch, and that's how I picked up the skill on producing and songwriting by watching them. But it's very important while you're in school to get a degree. So make sure you go through school, high school and college, because it does help out in the long run. Because one thing I noticed in this business is 90% business and 10% talent and music. And you can't get away from that. So if you don't know your business, they will shark you. You know what I'm saying? And people just don't understand. They think just because they got a hot record and they throw it out there to the public and put it online, that it's going to go. But if you don't got your song copywritten, if you don't got it published the right way, if you're not, up under ASCAP, BMI, CSAC, none of these platforms to have your music to where it's registered property, if it's not BDS, before you take it to radio. These are things you have to do before you put any music out. You got to copyright your name. You got to start an LLC. You got to get a publishing company. So you got to learn the business firsthand before you start putting any
entertainment lawyer. You need an entertainment lawyer.
Yeah. And sometimes, I mean, if you can't afford an entertainment lawyer, you look things up yourself. You can get LegalZoom. You can get some of these companies that's already online and use them, to publish your stuff. Because it's entertainment lawyer, a lot of people can't afford $2,000 or $1,500 for a retainer. You know what I'm saying? They trying to invest that into their career. So to try to get a lawyer, that's going to take half of their budget if they're trying to invest it into their career. So I tell people, look up companies that can help you brand and build, your brand.
Exactly. And you said something earlier, and I think we got a small delay, so I don't think you caught me. But the Triton, I ain't heard that in a long time.
Man,
in a very long time. When I was out there,
hey,
when I was out there recording, you still you got one?
Man, what? It's right here. Like, come on, I got 2 of them. I got the great one too, the Rolling, the old school that everybody used to be going.
Yeah.
That one, that first one, I got the great. That's in the closet too. Like, the Triton is one of the things in the MPC. That's where all the hits came from. You know what I'm saying? And Pro Tools and Fruity Loops, when Fruity Loops started banging, but it was really an MPC, that Triton right there, and that's what you needed to make beats. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when I was first recording, he kept out this Triton. I didn't know what the hell he was talking about. You know what I mean? But he said, man, it's trying to do everything, man. I got to get one. And when he came to the studio one day and he had it, I understood.
Yeah.
I understood. I was like, I don't want to my age, but that was like back in early 2000 when that Triton hit. Yeah, I know about that Triton. So as I look on the back, man, as we look in that back, I see we got YouTube on the wall. We got Ice Cube on the wall. And you had an opportunity. Yeah, legendary, right? You had an opportunity to work with the legend Ice Cube. Can you tell us how that came about and the new project or the new things you got going on with Ice Cube's going on today?
Yeah. So first off, let me just, I don't want people to get the wrong idea, because remember I said firsthand, it's about a team. So you need a team for everything. So I got, a couple of brothers that's up under my production company. For one, Shawn Ski, talented producer, man, that I've been working with for like 6, 7 years, probably longer than that.
Shout out to
You know what I'm
Sean.
saying? I got Big Sarge, another talented producer, Check Boy, you know what I'm saying? Sparks the Track Man, Magneto. These is all guys that's been rocking with me for about 10 years. You know what I'm saying? But to rewind, back in 2005, I went down to the radio station in Detroit. It was Spud on the air and Smiley on the air down there then. And Ice Cube, Mac 10, and Dub C was down there for the West Side Connection tour. So when I heard about it, I'm like, man, this is my chance now. Like I've been talking about I'm going to work with Cube for the longest. So I'm gonna go down there and I'm gonna meet him myself. I had this in my head the whole time. So in that time frame, we made a beat CD and it had about this one we was putting beats on CDs. It had about 35 to 40 beats on there. You know what I'm saying? It was beats from Symphony, beats from myself, beats from, other couple of producers that I had at the time. So when I got down there, I pulled my Cadillac. I had a black DTS. It was like a 2008 on 23s with the doors up. Out back then, when you younger, man, you want to get the things that really, what I'm saying, that you see. So I had a Cadillac DTS. I bagged in front of the radio station and I turned my sounds up and I was playing the beat. So Cube's engineer, DJ Crazy Tunes, rest in peace, man. That was a good brother. That was the connection right there who got me to work with Ice Cube. So Crazy Tunes, rest in peace, man. Good brother. He came out first. You know what I'm saying? When he came out, he looked over like, yo, homie, them your beats. So I'm like, yeah. So he came over like, yeah, you got some hot shit. He was like, hold on for a minute. So he went back in. When Cube, Mac 10 came out, he told 10 to come over, dapped up 10. When Cube came out, he said, Cube, come holler. You know what I'm saying? So he introduced me to Cube. He was like, yo, my man got some dope ass beats. So I'm standing there froze like, okay, I finally meet Cube, man. All this time I was talking like I want to work with this brother for years in high school and college. So I finally shook his hand. Still didn't get his number because I was going through the DJ Crazy Tunes, but he was like, man, you got some hot shit. Up giving him the beat CD. The whole CD had 40 beats on. I don't even care how many he had on it at that time. So me and Crazy Tunes connected. I got his number, and we were talking over the last year. And he hit me up like 2-3 months after that and said, "Yo, Q want to rock with 2 of the beats." And I was like, "Damn!" I'm like, "This really happening right here." In my head, I'm thinking like, "Yeah, this really about to go down." You know what I'm saying? So I prayed on it. You know what I'm saying? I said, let's rock. So when he hit me back, he was like, yo, we want to put the records on raw footage. So I called my producer up and like, yo, we got placements. We got them with Q. He was surprised too. And I'm like, this really gonna open up the doors for us. And that's how I really met Q, was through Crazy Tunes. Then Crazy Tunes gave me Q's manager number, Brother Ron, which we call him BR. Now, BR, if you watch Friday, this is Stanley, who says, would you please get off my line? That's Cube's manager. You know what I'm saying? When Smokey and Debo was broken to the house.
Wow, I never knew
You
that.
don't know that story. But when Smokey and Debo broke into the house
Never
and
knew that.
came out, he pulled up in
Yeah.
the van like, would you please get off my line? You know what I'm saying? That's Brother Ron right there. And I started communicating with Brother Ron for another like couple years. And so he was
Yeah,
kind of like
legendary.
situating things with Cube. So I finally got a chance. So I'm sending music that whole time, getting on Q's projects. I finally got a chance to actually meet him again in person. Brother Ron called me, said, "Hey, yo, come down to the ride along set when they was filming the first ride along." So I went down there and I took my team down there then, and I met Q face to face, introduced me. He was like, "Come here," you know what I'm saying? "Hey man, you've been rocking with me for a minute." He took my phone, we exchanged numbers. Boom. And that's how that really started the connection, me and him rocking. It's a process. I had to go through the DJ, the
Right.
manager, then Cube. People just think like you get to these people directly like that. Now, it's not like you got to still work. They got to see that you worth working with too. They got to see that loyalty. They got to see that you hungry. And I believe that's what me and my team showed. And with me and Cube got a good relationship now. He's allowed me to be on a lot of his projects since then, and I've been working with the brother since then as well. So shout out to Ice Cube, man, and his team. You know what I'm saying? Lynch Mob Records and everybody over there. Shout out to the Big Three.
Yeah,
because that brother has opened up a lot of doors for me and my team. So that's the story on how I met Ice Cube.
all right. So now Now we know we got the scary movie that we
Mhm.
looking at that's coming out. We got Tox. How you say it? You got a crazy. It's a
Toxanity.
different name, man. Toxicity.
Yeah, Toxanity.
Toxanity. I'm tripping.
Mhm.
Toxanity. And that's showing a different side of relationships from a domestic violence standpoint when the man's on the
Mhm.
other side, and so definitely want to check that out. But you also have some other things in the works from a
Oh yeah.
music standpoint. So what's going on with you musically coming up?
Yeah, me and Ski got some we got a lot of big things coming by building and working with Cube that allowed us to work on the project that he has with Snoop, E40, and Too Short as the Mount Westmore. You know what I'm saying? So Ski, what I'm saying, got a few on that, and that album's supposed to be coming out, I believe, in March. But we got some bangers on that, and it's a blessing just to have your name and to have your production on the legends like that. That's four legends, man, that opened up the doors of hip
Oh
hop.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So I really appreciate that. I know Sean do. So
that's big.
Ski, Ski, me and Ski have to go. We got to kind of tap in into that vibe when we were working with Cuban them because they on West Coast. You know what I'm saying? We was raised on different sound and beats. But when you're trying to get something on their project, it got to be something that they can relate to, something that's really going to get that head to bobbing. You know what I'm saying? It got to be some hard West Coast, and I
Hmm.
think this something right here that's really going to take history because you got four of the greatest MCs on the album together. So shout out to Mount Westmore, shout out to Snoop, E40, Too Short, and Ice Cube because I know they about to give us some heat. They
You
about to give
know,
us some heat.
I'm waiting on it, man. I'm definitely waiting on it because Snoop has gotten, Snoop has gotten better as he's gotten older. You know what I mean? Then you
Yes.
got Q. Q can drop a record whenever he does it in his sleep. You got 40, the greatest game spitter and slang spitter of all time.
Yeah.
And then you got Too Short, my favorite rapper of all time. So you can't go wrong. And even though these guys have gotten older and the West Coast sound has changed, they still have the signature sound that you gotta have for them. You know what I mean? They still have that. It's that one thing that you know what I mean? That clap gotta hit just right.
Yeah, man.
So it's going. I know, you know what I'm talking about. So just
Hey,
how did
it's
that
a
come
different
about? And
sound, man. It's a different vibe. It's a different sound, and like I said, Ski really tapped into it. Because a lot of people can't get that sound or that vibe. Now, West Coast producers, oh yeah, they do that in their sleep. But if you're a producer, you know what I'm saying, you're trying to
mhm.
tap in the West Coast sound, you got to use the right elements and the right sounds to do that. And I think, we did, and it shows by the work we did on them. So, yeah, look out for that. You know what I'm saying? Also, soundtracks, it's a movie that just came out to Super Turn. My boy, Man Robinson, just dropped his movie, Super Turn. It's part two of Turn. So this one is called Super Turn. That just released Friday and we did the single to that, what I'm saying, that movie, and it has the guy who played Biggie Small, which is Jamal Wooler. Shout out to Jamal. His name is Gravy. So the song is called Gravy. That's the single to the movie, and then we got another
Mm.
outro song on there when he's walking through the jail yard as well. So we got two records on that. Another movie that's coming out got two more records on that. I can't even name that because that one's big. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to give up nothing on that. So I've been dabbling into movie soundtracks. You know what I'm saying? And then a couple more singles on our artists. And I think that when you have a solid team,
Now
and
I
I'm
know
bringing
we
on my
when we
team.
spoke prior to
Mhm.
the interview.
We got a delay.
My bad, man. I think we got like this delay is killing me
Yeah,
because like
it's
we
it's a
we
heavy
we
delay.
kind of yeah. But no, what I was touching on was just how we spoke. Yeah, it's a heavy delay. It's heavy delay. So let's try to get through the rest of it.
Mhm.
When we spoke prior to the interview, man, we were just vibing on the phone and just talking. You spoke about health and you spoke about how that plays a huge in the investment and where we're
Yeah.
trying to go mentally and physically. Because mentally, you know, you want to get your mind and your body, you know, physically and mentally, you want your body and everything to work as one. So you had to change things that you do in order for things to happen. So speak on how
Yeah.
health big part and where you're at today, how it's moving forward.
Health. I mean, I grew up, and me and my brothers grew up as vegetarians for one. So I never really been a big meat eater. I never had pork in my life. I never really ate seafood. Only thing I was eating was chicken. I stopped eating beef 17 years ago, maybe 18. I never haven't had beef since, and I just stopped eating meat, which was chicken again. So me, I can go without eating any meat, and I think that if people try to give their body a rest but not eating any dairy or any meat or any sugar, then you will see a significant change in how your body reacts. You will be a lot more stronger. You know, your senses will be enlightened more. You know, you'll get more sleep. You have more energy. It's just the fact, give your body a rest because our bodies are temples. You know, God created our bodies as temples, so we're supposed to be clean inside and out, not just the outside adorned, but the inside must be clean as well because we got viruses and we got, you know, diseases out here that can attack our body. So if our insides is full of mucus, is full of bacteria, is full of different worms and different, you know, viral things that's going to tear us down. If we eat right and drink right, when those bacteria and those diseases hit our body, they won't take a toll over our body because we don't have it in us. So I tell people, you know, to go on a fast, man, and clean your body out. You know, go at least do a detox at least every 3 months. You know what I'm saying? Every 2 months, do a detox your body out. It's COVID real heavy right now around the world, and a lot of people don't understand it's lingering in our bodies because of what we put in our bodies. So if your bodies is full of mucus by eating dairy, ice cream, milk, you know what I'm saying, eggs, cheese, it lives off mucus. Any bacteria, any virus that goes in your body, it lives off the mucus in the body. So if your body is heavily full of mucus, it's going to linger in your body a little bit longer and you're going to stay sicker longer. So I've been telling people, which my mom taught me, is to drink raw ginger. You can cook, you can boil it, you know what I'm saying, and you can juice it. When you drink raw ginger every day during the cold season, flu season, you know what I'm saying, or when you feel like you're about to get sick, that ginger will wrap it right out. And you know, and I end up catching a little taste of COVID. It was mild COVID, and I had it for about 2 weeks, and I don't, you know, mind about saying it. Like I'm gonna say, like, but during the time that I had it, you know what I'm saying, I didn't have all the symptoms. You know what I'm saying? I had a headache.
Mm-hmm.
What else? I was sluggish. You know what I'm saying? I was a little weak. You know what I'm saying? I had a fever for like 4 or 5 days, but I still had my taste. I still have my smell, and I still have my breathing by God's grace. But the last 4 days is when my body was really trying to fight it off because I was drinking ginger for 4 days straight, raw ginger. And I was waking up in pools of sweat. So it was sweating out my body. Every night I woke up, I was, you know, like I was in a swimming pool. And I'm like, dang, what is going on? I ended up dropping like 19 pounds from that because I didn't really have an appetite, but it was taking that ginger in, and that ginger was cleaning out my body. So when you pick ginger, you get the smallest ginger. You never get the big ones because the big ginger is not even real. You know what I'm saying? That's something they made up. So small ginger that's brown and yellow is what you need to get. You know what I'm saying? You want to, you know, really give your body a cleanse. Go straight for the ginger, go straight for the cayenne pepper, go straight for the turmeric and the lemon. These are things that help clean the body out and it will protect you and boost your immunity.
So you got people. I'm not gonna lie, know myself. You know, gotta have me a sirloin steak. Gotta have it a medium well.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? I definitely and I love fish. Um, love fish. But if for somebody and you know you're not necessarily suggesting it, but you should. You know, you gave an idea to go ahead and remove meat and dairy and stuff like that. What are some substitutes? You know what I mean, that people can have. Like if they're not gonna go, they're gonna go straight. No, we're gonna get rid of meat. We're not gonna do
Mhm.
no more ice cream. We're not gonna do. What can they? You know, what's gonna be the diet? What's gonna be the meal plan? Because when you're taking something like somebody's used to eating meat every day, whether it be grilled chicken, steak, hamburger, spaghetti, you know what I mean, so many different foods, and then they cutting all that out,
All the good
and
stuff.
they're gonna go to a whole new. They're gonna cut cold turkey. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
gonna go cold turkey. What would you suggest moving forward?
Well, I mean, in that case, because I was raised a vegetarian. And the one thing people don't know about me, I was a cook. So I did cook for 6 years. You know what I'm saying? So I know how to cook. I know how to prepare my own food. So what I did was I started the recipes that my mom had. She made vegetarian meat, and the meat she was making would taste just like real meat because the way it was seasoned. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So it's a lot of different options out there that you can try when you're trying to change your diet. So they got vegan burgers, they got vegan hot dog, they got vegan chicken, they got vegan chili. So you don't necessarily have to eat the meat. See, what we crave in meat is really the blood. It's not the burger that you crave, because you got to take this into it to heart, actually. So if you see an animal and you see a dog out, eating up another carcass, that dog is attracted to that carcass because he smelled the blood first from afar. So he wandering around like, where is it at? He's smelling the carcass. When he find it, that scent that brought him to the carcass was blood. Us as humans, when we crave meat, it's not that we craving a burger, my brother. We craving that blood, and the same thing with the animals. You know what I'm saying? So, and then when they slaughter these animals, the animals are already toxic. They got so much stuff going on. So when they get slaughtered and killed, they're traumatized. So that traumatized blood is still in their body. So when it
Mhm.
comes for us to eat it and process it, it's still in their system. So therefore, it's going to be in our systems when we digest it and eat it. So if you don't want to stop meat completely, just stop. Try it for like, I would say, 90 days. Just let your body get a rest from it, and you'll see changes in your body. So there's always supplements and different things you can take in place of eating real meat. You don't have to eat the real meat. Like, man, praline pecan was, woo, that was so good. Butter pecan was my two favorite ice creams. I let that go because I feel like now I don't need to have dairy. It's so many dairy supplements. They got almond ice cream now. You know what I'm saying? And it tastes just as good. Like, if they got cashew ice cream, you know what I'm saying? And there's nothing dairy in it. But we so used to that taste, that smell, like, man, them
Yeah.
smoked ribs, that smoke, that barbecue chicken, you know what I'm saying? Like the pork, people they go off the smell, because when you walk into a restaurant
Man.
and your stomach growling, you going off that smell like, damn, this good. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people,
Look,
they
check this
can't
out.
do it.
Check this out, Vaughn. One of my favorite meals is
Mhm.
taking a nice juicy, and my trainer gonna kill me for talking like this, but yeah, a nice juicy hamburger, right?
Ooh.
Give me some rice and smother that both of them into gravy, man. Oh man,
Ooh. Ooh. But guess what though?
yeah. Oh yeah.
Guess what? They got veggie steak, Salisbury steak. You can do the same thing with it, and it tastes just like meat. It tastes just like meat. And I know, like, I just made it the other day. So you necessarily don't have to eat
Man,
meat all the time. So we're gonna have to get together, man.
right.
I'm gonna take you to a vegan restaurant, and then I want you to try the food without knowing what it is, and then just see how it is from there.
Okay. I'll do that.
So
That's
I
a
think
bet.
that's
We're gonna
something
do
we got to
that.
do.
Yeah, we definitely. I'm trying to adjust. I'm trying to change, but it's hard. Boy, that steak be calling, man.
Hey, but hey,
But
that's America. That's
I want you
America's
to,
number one food: steak and potatoes.
yeah. I would like to speak on as far as changing. Well, you said you've been vegan, not eating meat for 17 years, but just the small changes that you have done recently, how that impacts. Do you talk to your artists about how they eat and how that impacts
Yep.
them in their breathing when they're recording records
Yep.
and how they perform on stage and how they're able to have the energy impact? Do you discuss that with your artists, and what advice
Of
would you have
course.
artists on their diet?
Of course, because I don't see how a lot of these artists smoke weed before they get behind this mic right here, before they get behind the chaotic mic. How you just smoke two, three blunts and go in there and sing a rap, and then you down a fifth of Hennessy, then you pop a pill. So you got the lean and the Hennessy, you pop two pills and you smoke two blunts, and you're focused and get behind this thing and do your thing. So I'm like, I'm astonished by it, because, like, damn, ain't you about to fall out right now? Nah, everybody's made up different, man. It's a whole different thing going on with this new generation today, because if I was to do all that, I wouldn't be standing behind a mic. But they can do it. So what I tell artists is, hey man, if you singing, don't smoke before you go behind the mic. because that will affect your lungs. It will affect your throat and sing. A lot of people say, well, such and such smoked it for 15 years. I'm like, that's them. It was a different time then. We're talking about now. Everything is different right now. You
Mm-hmm.
can't compare 15, 20, 30 years ago to now because everything has changed. You know what I'm saying? So the way we eat has changed, the way we do things has changed, the way we smoke is all that shit has changed. So I try to tell people that, and I'm like, just try it, man. When you go in the booth, don't go in there with a cigarette, don't go in there with a blunt. Try it, drink some warm water. You don't even have to drink tea because some tea ain't even good for you. They say tea is good to drink before you go and sing it. Nah, a lot of teas is
Mm-hmm.
not good because it'll dry your throat out. You think it may help you, but it dries the throat out when you drink certain teas. You drink warm water or hot water. You know what I'm saying? With even when you put lemon in it, that's not even good because acidity gets into your throat. And when you try to sing and belch out, that acid is in your throat liner, so you can't really sing as much as you think you can. So putting lemon inside, no, hot water, some regular tea, you know what I'm saying? And that's all you need. You ain't got to do all this extra stuff to go singing. Rappers, now some rappers today, I don't even know, they like the raspy voice. They want to get behind a mic and sound like they're getting choked and shit. So I mean, that's what it is today. So I just I mean, I can't get with a lot of artists today, the mumbleness, the choking in the all that shit. Like, I mean, I can't understand their words. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's going on right now, man. It's a different time, man. You know, I was raised when
So
real hip hop was about, you know?
yeah, yeah. Now I want to ask you. That's the question I got for you. You know, because you are a different type of management and producer, right? You take
Mhm.
care of your body. You're not
Yeah.
enabling artists with drugs and the lifestyle artists live.
Mhm.
So, what kind of artists do you look for? Is that one of the criteria? You look at how they keep themselves. You look at their lifestyle and they move.
Listen,
What is
man.
it? Some of the things that you look for?
Listen, I look for energy. I'm an energy person. And if you got good energy, I'm gonna rock with you. But if you smoking weed every day, if you drinking lean every day, if you just smoking cigarettes and black and miles every day, I'm not going to be able to really give you what God has given me to help your career out because I can't be around that because for one, it's temptation.
Mm,
Secondly, if that's something you're going to be doing, then you're not going to be able to be focused.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You completely on what you're trying to do with your career because you're always high. You know what I'm saying? You can't go into these meetings high and then smelling like a pound of weed. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't appreciate that and people get by with it today because they legalize marijuana.
Now let me
But
ask you
I
this.
can't.
Let, let- let me ask. Let me ask you this. Let me play the other side of it real quick, okay? Because some
Mhm.
artists will tell you Master P went to the meets with gold teeth. You know, baby, and them tattoos all over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, he makes smoke every day, but he the best spitter, he the best rapper, he got the hottest record. So why does it matter? So what would you say? What would you say that to the artist that will present that to you?
Different time. Like I said before, it was a different time back then when they started. Everybody's lungs was built different back then, 20 years ago. Right now, you know, that's the first thing they say. Well, such and such did it, like he doing it now. I'm like, nah, bro, you got to think everything has changed. You got to have balance. They know about balance. These youngsters don't know about balance today. So if you're balancing your smoking and your drinking and not just doing it every
Yeah.
day, 24 hours, then yeah, it's different then. So yeah, you can try to compare that to somebody that drinks and smokes if they've been in the game 15 to 25 years because they balance it. They not high every day. They're not coming into the studio, effed up every day. You know what I'm saying? So I try to explain that in that manner to them. You know what I'm saying? Before I just be like, bro, I can't work with you, man. You get high too much. You know what I'm saying? Like every time I see your ass out, like I can't work with a lot of artists like that. I pick and choose the artists that I want to work with. If I see exceptional talent in that artist and I know they good, yeah, I want to know about their personal life. We got to build a relationship first before we even get in the business. You have to be my friend before I could actually put you on paper and manage you. So many artists be in my inbox saying, "Yo, Big Von, can you manage me?" I
Mm.
don't even know you, bro. What do you? How do you want me to manage you? And I don't even know you. I don't know what you do. outside of your music business. You may be out here robbing people, killing, doing all type of crap. How am I know that? You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to involve myself in that kind of
Right.
lifestyle. This is why God gives me discernment on who to work with. This is why I pick and choose who I want to work with in this business. I don't have to work with everybody that's hot. You know what I'm saying? So I believe, what I'm saying, in vision and energy, man. If I don't see that in artists, then I can't work with them. Just because you got your own money, just because you can spit, just because you can sing, if you don't have vision, if you don't have good energy, and if you don't have a good work ethic, I'm not going to work with you. I look for those three in every artist that I listen to. You know what I'm saying? And I get tons of music sent to me every day. I got 12 emails, so they stay full. And I'm gonna listen to everything somebody send me because you don't know what a hit gonna come from today.
So
You
you
got
kind
a
of went out.
delay.
What'd you say?
We got a delay again.
Yeah. What was the last thing you said?
I
Okay.
said, I was explaining what I look for in artists. I look for vision, good energy, and work ethic. And if
Right.
they don't have that, then I can't
Mhm.
really rock with them or work with them. You know what I'm saying? Because I just feel like if you're not practicing them three right there, it's no point of us working. I'm an energy person. We got to vibe friendship wise before we can do business. Like you got to be my friend. Even if I don't talk to you every day, at least if I talk to you 3 times out of the week, we're building on a friendship level before we get to the business level. Remember, I said, in the beginning of this interview, it's
Mhm.
90% business and 10% talent, you know what I'm saying, in music. I don't care if you got exceptional talent. I want to know about you personally and what can you bring to the table to help others? What can you give out to the masses? What kind of message are you presenting to the world? It can't be about the same thing everybody doing already right now. It got to be something different. You got to be unique, and that's what I look for in artists.
All right, Big Von, Big Von. If you're not currently following Big Von on Instagram, TikTok, I think Von's on TikTok as well.
Yes, I
Check him out
am.
on
I am Big
on
Von, the same name.
yeah.
Um, yeah,
Um, what else going on? What else? This delay
movie
is killing
wise,
me. What else? What's
movies.
next for Big Von?
Working on my movies, man. I'm working on more Sanity, more of Demented. I'm writing a book as well. I'm gonna get to my book probably in June. I'm gonna start writing that, and then I'm gonna just get more in the film game. I'm gonna be filming a lot more movies, a lot more TV shows. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take, my knowledge and my talent, and I'm gonna share with others, what I'm saying, when it comes down to teaching people about how to be successful in the music business. You know what I'm saying? It's not about the plaques, what I'm saying, and the accolades and stuff. It's really about how you move and the relationships you develop in this business. It's about relationships. It's never about the money. That's why I say speak what you seek until you see what you said. I'm moving different because I want different. Old keys can unlock new doors. And people got to really understand it. This is why I wear this because I believe in it. If you're not, if you're wearing Gucci, right? Do you believe in Gucci? Do you believe in what's the other brands out here? Like you're wearing somebody else's brand. You're putting
Louis.
money in their pocket to promote their brand. You know what I'm saying? You got to believe in what you say and believe in what you wear. You got to walk it like you talk it. You know what I'm saying? So, and if you're not doing that, then how are you accomplishing anything for your career? You know what I'm saying? So, um, shout out to Ice Cube. Y'all see I'm a big Ice Cube fan.
one of the things that you, my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off. So go ahead and finish, brother.
No, good. I was just saying, y'all see I'm a big Ice Cube fan. Shout out to Ice Cube. But like, you want to have people in your life that's going to give you vision and that can direct you in the proper way. If you don't have, somebody that's successful, this is what I learned too. Let me just drop these jewels real quick before we get off of here. You got to have people around you that's successful. You got to have millionaires around you on a day-to-day or a weekly or monthly basis. If you don't have nobody around you that's doing better than you, then what are you doing in your life? What are you doing? Are you going to a job to break your back for somebody else to put their business on top? If you got a talent, open the doors to your talent. Ask God how can He provide the things and the necessities you need to build your brand up. Going to work for somebody else, it's nothing bad with that, but don't break your back doing it when you got a talent. And I see it, I'm like, damn, you working a 9 to 5 and you got talent like that? No, that's not. No, God gave you talent for a reason. Use your talent to the best of what you can in the best of your abilities so the world can hear it. And that's what I tell people today, man. Like, always speak what you seek until you see what you say in everything that you do today. Because if you don't, then you got all the rest of this stuff that's going to tear you down. You got the negative talking that people going to talk about you. Everybody get talked about. They talked about Jesus. You know what I'm saying? So people going to talk about you every day, especially when they see you doing good. When they see you climbing up that ladder, when you get all the way up to the top, send the ladder back down and pick people back up and take them up there with you. It's all about teamwork, and you don't see that today. You don't see people trying to build teams in different cultures and different races. Everybody wants the bag for themselves. Do y'all know it's enough money out here for everybody? For everybody. You got to believe in what your vision and your dreams and yourself if you want to accomplish anything you want in this life. I ain't get that plaque just by looking at cube. I got that plaque because I bust my behind and my team did, and we went out there and met this man. You're not going to get nothing sitting on your ass. Wake up, goddammit. Come on, let's get it. For real. I had to take Taj's slogan right there. I had to take Taj. Wake your ass up, because that's what it's all about. Wake up and get to it. Everybody talking about they want to get to the bag. Oh, man, I need this. Oh, I need that. If you want to get to it, get off your behind and get it. Don't wait for an opportunity. Create one. I'm tired of people coming to me, man. Let me borrow $5. See, I get this shit, Ty. I get people, let me borrow $1,000. Let me borrow $3,000. They coming to me, want me to pay their mortgages. It ain't no couple hundred. I'm looking like, damn. So y'all that bold, huh? If you got a talent, and I see you got a talent, and you're not even trying to open up doors to let your talent flourish. Why? You're lazy. Get off your ass and make it happen. You know? I'm sorry about that. Hey,
you mentioned, man. Hey, man. Now they need to hear it. They need to hear it. They need to hear it. The truth. We all about the truth. We all about facts. We all about reality. We're not trying to have people living in an illusion. We ain't trying to sell nobody no bullshit. You know what I mean? You got to know the real. We all about giving people the real. So you mentioned you mentioned a key component to sustaining a longevity in this music business or entertainment business, period, and that is relationships. So I want to speak on that real quick before we go. When you want to build a relationship, what is the process? Because I don't think a lot of people know this. What is the process in building a business relationship to where it pays off somewhere down the road in the end?
The process of that is staying consistent. Consistency, persistency. It's the two things that people got to stay in building that relationship up. Because if you don't got no money, you know what I'm saying? That's the biggest thing right there. If people don't have the funds to get what they need for their career, building a phone call, a phone call conversation relationship with people that's in this building, emailing, talking on the phone, meeting in person. These are building relationships without having money. Stuff that's free. Do the things that's free first. Use all your social media that's free to build that relationship. Y'all see the process I just went through on meeting Ice Cube and meeting Snoop Dogg. I had to go through their team first before I actually met them. So yeah, it's a process. I'm not saying you can do it overnight. Some people can do it overnight if you believe in yourself and it's the right relationship. Every relationship I got, I built it. No one gave it to me. You know what I'm saying? I went to everybody that I work with now and build that relationship hand to hand, face to face. After they got used to me and seeing that I was really about my business and really trying to grind and do the things I need to do, then yeah, they're going to accept you. Like, yeah, come on, let's go. Let's rock, bro. You're a good brother, man. I see you doing this all the time. That's what they need to see. They need to see movement. If you're not moving, then what are you doing? Keep the movement going. Speak what you seek until you see what you said. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't move. You're sluggish. They slack it. They feel that COVID is taking over and it's just tearing people down where you can't do nothing. Don't have fear. Fear is of the devil. Anxiety is of the devil. So when you have those two right there, along with trying to think you're going to get COVID, then you're going to be down. Then you're going to get COVID because you're fearful of things. Never have fear in your heart, for one. Always think you can do what you can do and do it to the best of your abilities. You know what I'm saying? It's plain and simple. Relationships is the key. They worth more than money. Build them the right way, man. That's all you got to do. If you ain't got no money, build those relationships. If you meet somebody that you know can change your life, build with that person. I don't care if you because if you be a nag to him and he be like, damn, this brother call me every day. He gonna be like, yo, he persistent. Let's get his ass a job. Give him a job. because he's persistent and consistent of what he's doing. Man, boy, oh boy. I get
Definitely,
fed up of
definitely,
hearing
man.
the
Oh
same
man, got
thing.
it.
Man,
Yeah,
don't
and
let me start no podcast. Don't let me start no
Big
podcast,
Von.
boy. Man, shoot.
Man, shout out to Big Von, man. I definitely appreciate you, brother. Definitely appreciate, just watching you grow, man. It's nothing, well, for me, after I interview people, man, I love to see where they're headed after I spoke with them. I love to see the growth. I love to see them steady moving, and everybody I've interviewed, man, for the most part, is still moving. They may not be where they want to be at all times, but they still moving. They ain't stopped, and I love to see that because I just love to be part of the journey. You know what I mean? And stand watching them and following them online. So definitely salute to you. Appreciate you. I know we got some more work to do. I asked you this when we interviewed the first time. I asked you this when we interviewed the first time, and I want to see. I got this one last question. I just want to see this if your answer changes or based on this last couple years. And so the question is, well, actually, yeah, what if you could give people today in 2022? I know you did it before, but if you give people today in 2022 the 3 keys to success in this entertainment business, what would those be?
The 3 keys to success, man. Listen, I didn't get these same 3 the last time 2 years ago because we interviewed last year the same day. Not no 2 years ago the same day. So these some new keys for y'all asses. Y'all better wake up, goddammit, on this damn show for real. I'm wearing one of the keys right here. Speak what you seek until you see what you said. The second key is I'm moving different because I want different. Old keys cannot unlock new doors. The third key is get off your behind and create opportunities. Don't wait for them. If you don't know them 3 keys right there, get your ass up out of here. It's time to go. That's 3 for you right there. Them the best right there you can never have. Speaking what you seek until you see what you said and move different. Create opportunities. Don't sit down and wait for nobody to hand it to you. Anybody can be like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, man, I want to borrow $100 or I want to borrow $500. Don't wait for it. Do what you can, as long as it's legal now. You got to be legal and get off your ass and get to it. Consistency, persistency, prayer, faith is the thing too. I said that the last time. Now I'm still preaching that. I'ma still say it. My brother right here already know them. I wasn't gonna leave them 3 out. Them was the first 3. Now these is the second 3, the 3 keys to success. And let me see how many people share this video and do these 3 keys right here. Get off your ass and create them opportunities. Don't wait on nobody to give you nothing. You can do anything you want in life. I did. And I got 5 more plaques. I ain't even took out the boxes I'm about to hang up. That's going to be a total of 11 plaques. Shout out to Shawn Ski, man. That talented brother right there. Shout out to Sparks of Track, man. Shout out my whole team. Toxanity, Demented. Shout out my whole cast. Tiffany Trio, Alfonso Settles, Dom Shelton, Tasha Lee, Darius Henry. Everybody that helped me achieve to the top to get to where I am right now, because it ain't just me. Ain't no iron team. It's all about teamwork. You got to have a team with this, man. Understand me.
That's right, man. Wake up, goddammit. Hey man, Big Von, man. I knew it. I already knew, man. I knew this. I knew this was gonna be another banger. And again, man, salute to you, man. I definitely appreciate you. And we definitely, got more work to do, man. We gotta keep putting some paint where it ain't. Like I told you, man. Hey, stuff ain't building on their own. Got to go out here and go get it. So as I always say to people, man, want to thank you.
Everybody go follow my brother Taj, man. Follow his Instagram, follow his YouTube. I need everybody that follow me to go follow this brother because he's putting out good word. He's putting out good messages to our culture, man. So when I see people doing that, I'm gonna do whatever I can to help them do and succeed where they need to go in life. Follow me on social media. I am Big Von. Follow my film page, Corporate Culture Films. Go watch Toxanity on YouTube because it won't be up there for long. I'm gonna have it on Tubi and Prime next month. Go watch Toxanity right now. Subscribe to the channel on YouTube. Toxanity and Demented is up on the YouTube page. Just type it in on YouTube. You will see what I've created about male domestic violence. The roles has reversed and switched. Drop your comments. Tell me what you think. Look out for part 2 and look out for more episodes of Talk Sanity, Demented, and a feature film coming.
Definitely. And I will say this. I'm gonna say this one last thing. We're gonna get on out of here. That man, Big Von, you definitely want to follow him because the time that I've been around him physically and just talking to him, definitely a man of his word. And he definitely gets busy and gets the work done. So definitely you're not gonna go wrong following him, connecting with him, and building with him. But like I always tell everybody, thank you for watching the TajLongino show. Until next time, reach one, each one, teach one. Salute. Appreciate you. All right, Big Vine. We
All right,
out,
my
dog.
brother. I'll talk to you, man. Be safe. All right, so how we get out of here? Boom. It won't let me out.